He'll make the catch and brings it back at speed, runs towards Chad Townsend, and the Broncos to do it over once again. Hard to believe, as you said, Brandy, the talent available. They had plenty of injuries, though, in 2024, but they finished in 12th position, 10 wins, 14 losses, only the 9th best attack. See if that changes in this new season as Carrigan brings it beyond the 30. Pakes didn't play a game in the NRL in 2024, spent all season with winner Manly in the Queensland Cup. Work has been sharp. He wants a quick play the ball there from Haas towards the last play. Reynolds puts it up. Pressure here coming across to Desco playing on the left edge. Had to adjust. Hunt pouring through, makes the tackle, and they've got them working it away from inside their 10.
That was a very good set from Brisbane to have James Tedesco catch the ball 5 metres out from his own line for a set that started deep in their own territory. Very straight. Corey Pakes, not a game last year. Starting hooker tonight. Last game he started for the Broncos was 2020. Quite incredible.
He's played 44 games in the NRL, Pakes. Only began 4 of them. Just 10%. Here is Smith. Inside the 30 is Crichton from dummy half. Feeds it to Radley. Get themselves out on an edge. So they're to bring it back to the middle at least. Here is Toya now. What an athlete he is! Straight through them. Tedesco is there. Young also. Walsh trying to get to him. Can't stop him. The Roosters, a counter-attack gem to kick off their new season.
Yeah, I've got Tedesco behind them, the ball carrier there.
A little bit of chat from the referee, but what a try from the Roosters. The shift from the left side, Victor Radley involved, out to Chad Townsend. He could see that there was a bit of space, and their speed men outright. Robert Toya on debut. Great ball there, and watch the right footstep bang, beats Ben Hunt, leaves him stranded. Dom Young looming up on the outside. They can't go with him speed-wise. Jethy Arthur's burnt. Can't make a legs tackle was Reece Walsh. And Robert Toya, just watch him beat Ben Hunt. Beautiful step, takes him sideways, big right foot, gets himself into the clear. Tedesco in support. Arthurs can't match it with the speedster Dom Young. Cobbo from the other side of the field, Reece Walsh with an attempted legs tackle, but a pirouette at the end of it from Dominic Young sees the Roosters score the first try. What a try it was.
Well, the one thing you knew about the Roosters in 2024, despite the injuries at the back end of the season, is they could score points. #1 ranked team for points scored last season, almost averaging 30 points per game. While they had their issues with 2 losses in the pre-season, they've shown again here they can still spin the ball when they get the chance.
Yeah, the Harvey Norman replay just showed you the footwork of Robert Toya. There was a couple of Roosters on the inside there, but really lazy chase there, and didn't work from the inside. The defence, Sandon Smith hits the upright on the attempted kick, but incredible stuff.
Downstairs to you, Lara.
Yeah, great break from debutant Robert Toya. He has had an injury-interrupted start to his career, 2 ACLs and a fractured jaw, but he makes his debut alongside 2 other Roosters off the bench today. I'm told comes from a huge family, 8 siblings, mum, dad, nieces and nephews have all made the special trip down from Queensland for this, and the club extended him, of course, at the end of last year on another 2-year deal.
And he caught the ball standing start. He had to stop, catch it, and then accelerate. It was very, very good to watch.
Of Tongan heritage, played his junior footy at the Redcliffe Dolphins, and was a first 15 player for Nudgee College in their rugby team while he was coming through the pathways with the Roosters, and he's been in their system for a long time. So the injuries that Lara told you about, the ACLs, the fractured jaw, it's robbed him a lot of development time coming through the lower grades. But on the big stage, having mentioned what an athlete he is and the glimpses he showed in the pre-season, that It's graphic what he did right there to beat Hunt and set up Dominic Young as Watson from dummy half comes out to Sandon Smith, and they bring it back across the halfway line. 4-0 to the Roosters. Big outsiders coming into tonight as Walsh under the high ball will bring it back here. He's back towards the middle, runs towards the tackle there of Siwa Wong into the starting side. Nat Butcher out, named in the lock forward role. Wong takes his place, and they jump the gun here to be offside.
Yeah, Angus Crichton just a bit too quick off the line.
Fahu and Angus both jumped early on the 10.
Again, an example of Reece Walsh just struggling to stop, puts the brakes on and slips and makes it easy for the Roosters. Siwa Wong up there to make the tackle. It could be a tough night for someone that relies on his cross-field speed to get outside the defence. Very hard to stop and change direction.
They look to be in fine form in the pre-season win against the Bulldogs 2 weeks ago against Canterbury up there at Redcliffe. What a carry there and a collision. Collins has claret all down the right side off his head, and we'll wait and see what they say as far as the medical staff is concerned with that collision there. Together so heavily. It's Walsh standing, taken to ground eventually by Chad Townsend, who makes a bird of it. The Broncos on the attack, trailing by 4 early. Haas, good carry there. Takes them inside the Westpac red zone, and now on this right-hand side they go from Hetherington to Reynolds.
Sandon Smith up very quick then. Reynolds just a bit of footwork to get away from him.
Collins still there, blood streaming down his head. Kick from Hunt, bounces up there, goes to Tedesco, and the Roosters have hung on after again the meters came pretty comfortably to the Broncos in that set.
Well, there it is, just a head clash. Lindsay Collins upright, Ricky.
It was pouring on the side of his face there immediately after he came together with Ricky. Here is Radley now. Testing out Ben Hunt on that left-hand side. Hetherington there as well. Quick play the ball, so Tedesco, ever present, step. It was pouring on the side of his face there immediately after he came together with Ricky. Here is Radley now. Testing out Ben Hunt. Left-hand side, Hetherington there as well. Quick play the ball, so we'll find it, slow things down and make the Broncos work it away from a set play.
And that is James Tedesco's running style, and that's what makes him so dangerous. That stop-start, but he runs straight. Very, doesn't often run sideways, which leaves him a bit susceptible, or those players that do run sideways, to straighten in on this slippery Allianz surface.
The Broncos work it away here with Selwyn Clobber out of their Westpac red zone in this yardage situation. 10 tackles to
on this slippery Allianz surface.
The Broncos work it away here with Selwyn Clobber out of their Westpac red zone in situation. 10 tackles to
this slippery Allianz surface.
On his feet until he came to Watson, who took him down. Good meters again for the Broncos in their set. A juggle by Hetherington, straight past Crichton.
Oh,
stopped there by Radley, who might have concussed himself.
Yeah, he's run into his teammate, and I think it was Tedesco on the chase, looking very dangerous. First it was Payne Haas, then Kobe Hetherington backed it up. Well, it's Tedesco and Victor Radley.
Well, they've both had issues with concussions in seasons in recent times. Radley in particular, but Tedesco certainly has had his share of time out of the game with concussions. He looks to be okay, James Tedesco, but Victor Radley, this is, given his past, a quite serious situation. Still there on the turf, just outside the 10. After that run by Shibasaki, Lindsay Collins has his issues, apart from the error on play number 1 to begin the game. He'll need some patchwork there potentially, and for Victor Radley, it wouldn't be a surprise, quite obviously, given he's still down. It's quite likely game over for him.
I would say so. And again, Kobe Hetherington, who made the split, went to put a bit of footwork on Tedesco, who was in front of him. Victor Radley was chasing. Hetherington slipped, and the two Roosters clashed heads. It was a brilliant piece of play from Payne Haas at the other end of the field that got a great ball away to Shibasaki. That did open up the Roosters' defence. Off the back of that, it was Kobe Hetherington. And now we find ourselves with Victor Radley. You can't imagine Victor will stay on the field after laying prone, and that is one of the KPIs that they look at, the doctors. If you're prone on the ground, that is the end of your night.
That was quite a shot there. Radley back on his feet, but looking very wobbly. And in the background, Lindsay Collins with a gash that might require 5 or 6 stitches by the looks of it, right across the cheekbone. As we mentioned, with his past concussion history, wait to see what this means for